All right, good morning. All right, hopefully we don't have any more issues with sound. I got new earbuds, so hopefully you guys can hear me. All right, we will go ahead and get going. Let's start in a seat. Hey, legs crossed, sitting up nice and tall, closing down those eyes. Just start to breathe in and out through the nose, softening those shoulders down. You want to give it a shoulder roll or two. You can just kind of work out the kinks, maybe some tightness. And start to make that breath a little bit bigger. Really notice that belly expanding, the rib cage expanding. And exhaling that breath out just nice and slow. Couple more times, big breath in. And exhale. Let's blink those eyes open. Just drop that left ear to that left shoulder. Bring that head up. We'll drop that right ear towards the right shoulder. Bring the head back up. We'll drop that chin to the chest. Bring that head up. So tucking that chin just slightly. Look up as far as that head's allowing. The neck's allowing. Bring it back to neutral. Again, we'll go over left side. Center. Right side. Center, chin to the chest. Look up, slight tuck of the chin. Gazing up towards the ceiling. Bring it back to neutral, then reach those arms up. Then exhale, twist it over to that right side. Sit tall on that inhale. Exhale, deeper twist. Inhale, bring it back up. And exhale, we'll twist it to the other side. Back to center, sliding those hands forward, lengthening through that chest, grounding those hips down, and then walk those hands out a little bit further. And walk those hands back. Switch that cross of the legs. And we'll inhale those arms up. Let's twist over to left side first. We'll go center. And then we'll go right side. Center. Arms reach up. And then exhale those hands down. Lengthen through that spine. Walking those hands out a little bit further. Then walk those hands back. Let's go on to hands and knees. Okay, spread those fingers out, pressing into those palms, those fingertips. Inhale, drop that belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone as we look up. Exhale, round that spine, press the shoulder blades away, draw that belly up and in. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, neutral spine, stepping those feet back to our plank. So pressing the shoulder blades away, draw that belly up and in, round it up to that down dog. So we'll flatten out that back, press the hips up, heels down. Then we'll come onto the toes, round that spine, roll it forward to our plank. Then we'll round it on back. So as we round, try to get light on those toes, a lot of core, and then we'll press the heels down, hips up, down dog. And rounding it forward to our plank. And rounding it back, down dog. Now we'll inhale on the toes, Bend those knees, step those feet, top of the mat. Sliding the hands up the shins, half lift. So flatten out that back. Slide those hands back down as we fold. Bending into those knees, flatten out that back. Rise up to standing. Reach those arms up. Interlace those fingers. Bend it over to the right side. Back up to the left side. Bring it back up. Let's draw those elbows down. Interlace the fingers behind the back. So pull the knuckles down first, and those hands can come away from those hips. Release those arms back up. Flat back as we fold. Half lift, inhale. And exhale, we'll plant those hands down. Step those feet back to our plank. Shift the weight forward as we lower down. Inhale, point the toes. Lift that chest up, cobra. Or you can press it all the way up into that upward facing dog. And exhaling those hips up and back, down dog. Inhale on the toes. Bend those knees, step those feet, top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Interlace those fingers. Side bend to the right. Back up to the left. Back up. Release the hands, fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, plant those hands. Step those feet back to our plank. Shift it forward. Lower down. Inhale, lift. Cobra or up dog. And exhale, hips to the sky, down dog. Another breath or two here. Inhale on the toes. Bend those knees, step those feet, top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale to the left. Inhale it back up. Release the hands, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands. Step it back to plank. Lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Another 2 breaths. Good. Inhale on the toes. Bend those knees. Step those feet a little wider, right outside the hands. So toes are, like my pinky toes are right at the edge of my mat. Okay. Toes are out, heels are in. Sink those hips down into that squat. Just sit as low as you can. It may not be super low this first one. So knees are pressing out. Still gripping with those toes. Now let's press the knees out. Rise up to standing. Bring it back down into that squat. Let's do 2 more. Press, rise up and down. Last one. Lift. Bring it back down. We'll hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Straighten those legs out. Bring those feet parallel to each other. Find a little more length through that spine. And then we'll plant those hands. Step those feet back to our plank. Lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hips to the sky. Down dog. Feet together. Inhaling that right leg up to the sky. Curl that knee to the nose. Inhale it back up. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, curl it in. Stepping that foot through into that lunge. Hold it here. Chest pulls forward. Back leg is nice and strong. 1 more breath. Then back heel plants down, that warrior 1 stance. Inhale, reach those arms up. Right hip back, left hip forward. Big bend to that front knee. Keep that core tight. And interlace those fingers behind the back. Open up that chest. And exhale, start to fold. So maybe you just hover that chest, maybe rib cage, inner thigh, shoulder can come down to that knee. And then we'll release those hands. Rise back up to that warrior 1. Then we'll bring those hands down to the ground. Step it back to plank. Vinyasa. Down dog when you're ready. Other side, feet together. Inhale, left leg lifts. Curl that knee to the nose. Step that foot through into that runner's lunge. Back leg is strong. Hips are pressing forward and down. Another breath. And we'll lower that back heel down. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Square those hips off. Bend that front knee. Back leg is nice and straight and strong. Pull those arms down. Interlace fingers to open that chest. Exhale, fold. Release those hands. Rise back up. And exhale the hands down. Step it back to plank. Vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. And now on the toes. Bend the knees, step or hop those feet behind the hands. Heels in, toes out. Drop it down into that squat. And rise up out of it to standing. Sink it back down. Press, rise up. Back down. Last one, press it up. Lower down into that squat. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Straighten those legs out as we fold. Half lift on that inhale. And plant the hands. Step those feet back to our plank. Vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. Feet together. Right leg will lift. Curl that knee and step that foot through to that runner's lunge. Then we'll twist. Right arm's going to reach out, just adding on. You'll lower that hand down. Back heel down. Inhale the arms up. Into warrior one. Arms down, interlace the fingers. We're moving into that humble warrior. So expand through the chest first, and then exhale, fold. Release the hands. Rise back up, straighten that front leg, square those hips off. Reach those hands forward. Okay, so just a slight bend in that front knee. Back is flat. The sacrum and hips here are level. You're gonna bring that left hand, depending on your mobility here, can be up by your knee or maybe all the way down to the outside edge of that foot. And then we're gonna twist. Right arm reaches up. So keep pulling that right hip back. And then lower down. Inhale, bend into that front knee. Reach those arms back up. Then hands lower down. Step it back to plank. Vinyasa. And exhale, down dog. Feet together. Inhaling that left leg up. Curl that knee and step that foot through. Runner's lunge. Good, we'll plant that right hand, twisting. Left arm reaches up. Lower that hand down. Back heel lowers. Inhale, rise up into that warrior one. Hands down, interlace the fingers. Open up through that chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise back up. Straighten that front leg. Square those hips off. Now reach it forward. That left or the right hand comes right outside the left leg, and then we'll twist. Right arm's going to reach up. Keep pressing that back heel down. And lower. Inhale, rebend into that knee. Reach those arms up. And lower those hands down. Step it back to plank. Vinyasa. And exhaling those hips to the sky, down dog. Okay, we'll come onto those toes. Let's round that spine, roll it forward to that plank. So once we get to that plank position, that chest pulls forward just slightly. We're not dropping through those hips at all. And drop those heels over to that left side, or no, to your right side. Left arm reaches up. Thread that arm underneath. You're giving yourself a little half hug. Inhale, bring it back up. 2 more of those. Thread that arm under, reach. Inhale it back up. Last time. Thread on through. Inhale, bring it back up. Then we'll go front plank, other side, drop the heels to the left, right arm reaches up. Thread that arm through. Inhale, bring it back up. Good, reach it through. Back up. Last time, arm threads through. Inhale, bring it back up. Good, now front plank, hold. And send, well, hold round through the upper back, mid back, low back, press those hips up high, down dog. Let's go into our pigeon stretch. So right leg will lift, bring that right knee to that right wrist, foot comes across, left leg slides back. And then we'll lower onto those forearms. You can rest that head down. So just gently pulling that right shin back, left knee's pulling forward. You're gonna come back to those hands. Step it back, down dog. And we'll bring that left, extend that left leg up. Curl that knee, left wrist, foot across. Right leg is sliding back. And then we'll lower those forearms down when you're ready. And just pulling left shin back just slightly, right knee's pulling forward. Resting that head down. And come back to those hands. Step it back to that down dog. And then we'll come onto the toes. Bend those knees, step those feet behind the hands. Heels in, toes out. Sink those hips down into that squat. Knees out, hips are down. And hold it here. So sitting as low as you can without collapsing through that back. Okay, back is as flat as we can. Knees are driving out as much as possible. If you want to press those elbows into the knees, get a little bit more stretch, you can. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and drop it on down to a seat. We're going to extend those legs out. Point the toes. Squeeze those legs together, reaching those arms forward. So kind of round yourself forward a little bit like you're reaching for your toes. And then we're going to roll it on back, one vertebrae at a time. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach those arms over your head, reaching from fingertips, reaching through your toes. Low back stays down. And now let's hug that right knee into the chest. Left leg stays out, twisting that knee across. Right arm will reach out. Bring that knee back to center. Switching sides, hug that left leg in. Right leg extends out. And then we'll twist that knee across. Left arm's reaching out, left shoulder stays down. And bring that knee back to center. Hug both knees into the chest. Give it a little rock from side to side, massaging out that low back. And go ahead and roll it on up to a seat. Ooh, sitting tall, closing down those eyes. We'll relax those shoulders down. Take a big breath in through the nose. And out through the nose. A couple more times on your own. And then blink those eyes open. All right. Thank you all so much for joining me. Have a great rest of your weekend. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I will see you guys back next week.